After weeks of putting off editing this video, I have just imported over 230 clips. That being said, this process is going to be hell. So, I hope this video turns out good. Enjoy. First and foremost, let's welcome Sir Rhinoceros to the family. What a guy, look at him. I saw these things weren't going to be in the store much longer, so I decided to buy a shit ton of those. I didn't realize how many variations there were, so that was tedious. But hopefully I can resell them or something later. The demand for nature items seems to be up there, so I don't think it's a faulty investment. I'm still pissed I didn't get my grippers on the grass before it went out of stores though. Investing in so many plants made me insecure about how far my gem count went down, so I just decided to sell some clothing betas here. Luckily they sold pretty quickly, which was pretty fire, but someone accidentally bought the one bow that I listed for a diamond, so I just offered to buy it back, and then I sold it again. Naturally, after this, I had to keep advertising my shop for a while, so that's what I did. While I was doing this, one of my commissioners left a nice review on my wall, so that was pretty sweet. After a bit of selling, someone told me they doo-dooed in my den, and honestly, it was totally my fault. I didn't have my toilet out, so like, where else were they supposed to go, right? They also gave me a gift as a sorry, so naturally, I said it was fine and I cleaned it up. The jamagram they sent is awesome because that's the face I imagine they make when they doo-doo in my den. As Thursday rolled around and I was stocking up on the wild weekend, I realized my storage account is running out of space, meaning that if I want to have more space, I either need to make a new account, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to have a billion accounts running around. I only want one storage. Or I have to get a membership on the account to increase my storage space, meaning that that was my only other option. So I grinded sapphires on Play Wild for a while. It was miserable, by the way. I bet your ears hated that, huh? I'm not gonna cut it out, just cuz. Also, that's not me trying to be a Play Wild hater necessarily. I think my biggest gripe has to do with the graphics, and I think that's just a product of being a game that you can play across platforms, like on your computer and your phone and whatever. It's not like they can make the graphics super complex, I guess. And I generally just have a preference for 2D over very simple 3D, I suppose. Plus, I mean, there's some things I like better. I think the touch pool game was better. It was a lot easier to get gems, you know what I mean? And A Puppy's Tale, fire game. I think I was just miserable because I was grinding them. It wasn't like for leisure necessarily. Also, the visuals in Falling Phantoms, like the lighting on them and everything, gorgeous. I love that. That's what I like 3D to look like, but again, I know there's limitations to having a game that you can play on mobile. Oh, and I know I'm going everywhere with which games I'm talking about, but when it comes to A Puppy's Tale, that's really hard, right? Like, I'm not just bad, right? Easy is like, okay, you can get through this fine. Medium? I only beat that once, and that was like barely. I don't even want to touch hard. I am genuinely scared. I tried it on computer. I tried it with my drawing pad on the computer. I tried it on my iPad. It's never easy. Maybe I just suck though. That's probably it. In fact, if this game had a multiplayer capability, the Gen Alpha kids in this game would probably kick my ass. And at long last, after hours of grueling labor, I was finally able to get my membership, just to get more storage slots. Or I should say like the shop to get sapphires for my membership, but we won't get into that. After this, I took a well-deserved shopping spree and got some pet bears. Looking at the clips now, I'm seeing some that I really should have gotten because they're super cute, but it's whatever. The only one I decided to resell is one that I accidentally got a duplicate of, but the rest of them are adorable, so I'm keeping them for now. This person was like crazy generous, I couldn't believe it. Quick break to do some other stuff. I found out about this secret shop you could get to by picking like a default mouse and just clicking aimlessly around this area. It's a basement of secrets and it has this little shop. Man, this looks so cool. It's like so nostalgic. This was really cool. I'm glad I found out it existed. Also, I realized with how big my art collection was getting, the art collection being mostly stuff I got from other people, not like pieces I'm selling, it was getting pretty big, so I figured I could put them on an alt account and just visit that account whenever I wanted to look at my gallery. So this is what I'm doing. I'm laying out all the stuff I got. So when I'm bored, I can just come over to this den and enjoy the art. I was actually inspired to do this because I was going to Random Jambassador's dens and I went to Pink Rhinos, and she has like this huge web of random alt accounts for random things, whether it be like fan art, plushie collections, that type of thing. So I'm like, hey, maybe I could have one to store my art gallery. I don't want like a ton of alt accounts like I was just saying a little bit ago, but I felt like this would be pretty helpful to have them all laid out in one spot. Anyways, the following clips are mostly failed trading attempts, so they might be a little painful to watch. If I remember correctly, I think I'm either trying to get a bad long or trying to get rid of this stupid rim heart cape that's apparently worth a decent short that nobody wants. So, enjoy. I have so much beef with this stupid ass cape. I have two of them, and I can't get rid of them. They're horrible. Horrible! They don't even hesitate to decline, and I don't blame them because I don't want it either. I still have two, by the way. I just put them in my shop instead for like 40 something diamonds, and I'm just really hoping some random collector will stumble upon them and decide to purchase them, but it probably won't happen. I'll probably be stuck with these capes forever and ever 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 and ever. Eventually I got kind of sick of embarrassing myself, so I just decided to trade up to my very first black long. So first here I used a bunch of short collars and a bad long to get this red long, and they accepted, which was cool. And then I found someone trading down their black long and just traded them 2 red longs because I assumed that's what they wanted. And then I got that. So hip hip hooray, congrats to me for my first black long. I felt a little motivated to get some art done, so I decided to finish a drawing of Twilight that I wanted to add to my shop that I've been putting off for a while. It's a little better than the other one I have, which is just like a headshot, because the headshot was when I was confined to the line tool, so I wanted to do something a little better. And then after this I drew my fox because I wanted an example of a leg up piece to add to my commission options. So yeah, art break. The rest of this video is going to be pretty chill, honestly. It's mostly just me getting rid of a bunch of crap I don't want, selling various stuff, trading, that type of thing. The only thing specific I did goal-wise is try to get a bunch of holiday sweaters, so there'll be a little bit of that as well. But, yeah, just sit back and relax, I guess. I got some random gifts throughout the time that I filmed. I got this one from Please Donate Thanks saying I was the GOAT. I don't know what I did, but thank you very much for the pink long wrist. I really appreciate it. It was a nice surprise. And these next two gifts came at like the exact same time. I was surprised. One of them was about my art. So if you're miraculously watching this, thank you so much for the gift and the compliment. And this other one that came again at the exact same time defaulted to Animal Jam Rock, so I don't know what it was about, but if you also miraculously see this, thank you as well. And the most interesting gifts of this video come from AJHQ because I randomly participated in one of their Instagram contest thingies and I won surprisingly. So this was really cool to wake up to. I got these rare lavender daffodil cuffs as well as a plaque, which was pretty fire. Anyways, moving on, I think I'm gonna end this video with an adventure because, I don't know, it just seems like a good way to end. One of my buddies invited me on one, so I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? Because it's a good break from trading and whatever the hell else I do on a daily basis. I had a good time with this, to be honest. 99% of the time, if I'm buddies with someone, it's just because one of us randomly added the other one and then we like never talk again. But this buddy has popped in a few times just to say hi and ask about adventures and stuff like that, and I think that's pretty cool. Most people don't really indulge in the social end of the game, and I'm definitely guilty of that. Of course, part of that is because I'm an adult playing a kid's game. It's not like I'm gonna run around hoping to be besties with people that could easily be 10, you know what I mean? But I think in a lot of ways, casual interactions like this should be more prevalent. It's really easy to get into the trading and selling groove, but a lot of the fun of this game comes from, being social. So I thought it was a nice break from the usual noise. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. See ya.